grind is 24/7, I don't settle. I demand my respect, cause they'll finesse you if you let them. Told myself I was the champion, went and got the medals. I showed the world my true colors, and they was black and yellow. I let the past be the past. Cross the line like a true winner, cause if you knew better.
Daddy say go, that's the team we're gonna keep.
Yeah.
A good neighbor to nearby downtown Phoenix. We're at State Farm Stadium here in Glendale, Arizona. Coming up, a highly anticipated contest between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Arizona Cardinals.
I had a dream, I had a vision. I had to work for this and you didn't. I had to bleed, still got the stitches. I learned to swim from all your burnt bridges. Say you're the poet and the prophet, but you never saw me coming. Always starving for attention, and I got the kind you wanted, and it's killing you now. You wanna spin it around, but the truth's still the truth. Nothing you can do. I feel it in my bones. Won't bring me down, no, not even close. Go ahead and throw your stones, but you can't stop this. You can't stop this. Hey, 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 you can't stop this. Hey, 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 you can't stop this. I had a dream, and now I live.
Daddy say go, that's the team we're gonna keep.
I'm not gonna waste it. Stop wasting your breath. Stop speaking in whispers. Say that with your chest. I feel it in my bones. Won't bring me down, no, not even close. Go ahead and throw your stones, but you can't stop. You can't stop this.
Now, from the Valley of the Sun, EA Sports welcomes you inside State Farm Stadium, just west of downtown Phoenix, Arizona. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap. It's the Cincinnati Bengals and the Arizona Cardinals. Mike Tirico and Greg Olson with you. Evan McPherson getting this one started. And off we go from Arizona. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. 26-yard line. They'll run first carry of the game for Trey Benson. And that play gets nothing. So no gain on the game's first snap.
This defense wanted to come out early in this game and take the fight to the offense. And boy, did they ever set the tone on the very first play, keeping that carry to no gain.
Quick throw there on the RPO is broken up. And no time to get the separation there. And the incompletion is going to bring up third down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
So, on fourth down, Austin McNamara is going to come in here to punt. And he'll be brought down, short return, and they'll take over there.
On one, ready? Here we go, here we go.
And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. It's one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get.
1-1, ready?
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10.
Here.
Throwing is Burrow. Open man, downfield. Chase has it. Inside the 20. And he will take this one in. 73 yards. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Evan McPherson now to kick the extra point. His kick is good, and the Bengals will take a 7-0 lead. After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. Melton now to return. A good return as he takes it across the 30.
Swim. 2-2.
First carry now for Kenneth Walker. He's able to get away from one man, but the reinforcements were there fast. He's taken down for a loss on the play.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that one.
He'll get about 3, and that's going to lead to third down.
He's taken down at the 33-yard line. It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and
9. Third down and 9. From the gun, it's Murray. And this is going to be incomplete. That is a letdown there. Pass looked to be on target. No catch. And now fourth down. To return is Johnson. And that's a nice job of getting to him, making sure that return was not going anywhere.
16-yard line.
On one, ready? Here we go.
They bring Chase in motion. Drive will start on the ground. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
The best linebackers at this level, Mike, they have all the physical attributes. That's a given. But it's really their instincts. It's their ability to dissect and predetermine where the ball is going before the ball is even snapped. And you could see with how fast he met the back at the point of attack, he knew exactly what play was coming.
They'll run it for the first time with Chase Brown. And mark him down up beyond the 30. A gain of 16 yards. And the Bengals going to have a first down.
Really nice explosive play there on the ground. And I'll tell you what, for these fans sitting in the stadium, they're not used to seeing their home team pushed around. So continue to be physical at the line of scrimmage. Mix in the runs with the pass. And they can continue to generate these big explosive runs. I don't think they need to go away from it.
From the 32-yard line now, here's second down and 9. They'll stick with him again. And he's going to get it. First down, taking this one up past the 40-yard line.
It just seems like every time this guy touches the ball, he makes something happen. And not all of his runs are always going to be positive. He's kind of one of those guys that's going to get a 0, a 1, a 2. But it's the home run threat. It's the big plays that really tip the scales in your favor. And when you can generate those big explosive plays on the ground, man, it makes such a big difference for the offense.
Arizona will take its first timeout. Clock will stop. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the first down.
Here we go.
They'll motion a tight end right.
180. Dot.
Here's Brown. Down the sideline, past the 45. And he'll be forced out of bounds. 14 on the pickup. It's a Cincinnati first down.
A gain of 14.
On one, ready?
And the Bengals first down.
Here we go, here we go. Dot.
Now a give on the ground. And he'll find some way to turn this into positive yardage, struggling forward for a pickup of about 2.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
Burrow here on second down. To the left side, caught by Chase. And he's in! Jamar Chase. Touchdown, Bengals. That his second touchdown of the game. This one number 7 on the year.
Well, on one sideline, you're ecstatic. You couldn't have dreamed up a better start. 2 drives, 2 long touchdowns. But then across the field, they've got to answer some hard questions. They've got to figure out exactly what they're doing wrong defensively, because if there's one thing in the NFL, you cannot give up big plays, and you especially can't give up big plays for touchdowns.
McPherson, good on the extra point. And the Bengals will extend their first quarter lead. It's now 14-0. After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. Melton now to return. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Hey, give me a D. Give me the E. Give me an A. Give me an M. And give me the ring. Give me the lock. Give me the rock.
Go on, Rick.
Throwing now, Murray on first down. That's caught. It's Kenneth Walker. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9. An enviable spot to operate from. Here's second and inches. Now a timeout charge to Arizona. That is their second. And they'll get together prior to the second down play. Working out of the gun, Murray. That one swung out wide to Walker. He'll get about 5 here as he's out of bounds with a first down.
We're starting to see this so often, Mike. The days of just having a running back who you're just going to turn around and hand it to, yes, that's still a critical part of NFL offensive football, but their ability to be used in the passing game. Just one more thing for the defense to have to defend. Make them go sideline to sideline, line of scrimmage to the end zone. Defend every blade of grass, and a really good running back goes a long way in doing it.
They get 20 on the connection. It's good for a Cardinals first down.
It's so early in the game, you have to be careful now as coaches and players that you don't find yourself trailing early and get out of your game plan. There is so much time left. Stick to what you've worked on all week. There's plenty of time to chip away and see if you can make this thing close come the fourth quarter.
He'll swing this one out wide to his running back. He'll be out of bounds. Decent pickup of 5 on first down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
So after 1, it's the Bengals on top. Greg and I back here in Glendale after this. Second quarter starts. Cardinals in possession of the football. They've got it looking at a 2nd and 5 situation. Now Walker, and he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
Well, it's been the case this entire first half. It's been the defense that's really carried the load for this team. Some offensive struggles, but they've done more than their part, coming through again with another big stop for a loss.
They need to get it to the 27. This is 3rd down. Looking from the shotgun, it's Murray. He's got his man, complete to Wilson. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10. It's a gain of 26, and it'll set up 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
Here's Walker. And he'll just get up inside those big bodies up front, and he's in. Kenneth Walker, touchdown, Arizona. That's his 8th touchdown of the season. Taking care of business on the ground to get the score, and Greg, the big guys up front, they deserve some praise on that one.
Absolutely, Mike. And it really only takes one guy to distort the defense and win his block. But in this case, give credit to the entire unit. They did their job, and they reward their offense with a touchdown.
Set to kick off.
Here's Carlson now. He'll kick this one off following the touchdown on the other end. A safe kick taken at the 5. And he is stopped at 25. The drive will begin there.
25-yard line.
1-1, ready? Get set.
Now Brown into the secondary, past the 40. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line.
It's a gain of
What a way to kick off a drive. That's a gain of 30 and another first down.
1st and 10.
Well, that's how you get a drive started. A big play here in the run game, and you have to imagine this is something we're going to continue to see. Success early in the drive typically results in success later in the drive.
Here we go, here we go.
A carry here for Brown. to the edge at the 30. And he's into the end zone. Chase Brown. Touchdown, Cincinnati. That's his third rushing touchdown of the year. Big play out of the running game as the back accelerates all the way to the house for the rushing touchdown.
And Mike, when we talk about burst, that's what we're talking about. And they told us all week, be ready for this guy. He's got something special to him. And that long touchdown there is exactly what they're talking about.
After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. From the 6, here comes a return. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. Play action now. It's Murray. He's going to tuck it and go. And he'll get about 6 out of that one before being forced out of bounds.
He tried to buy all the time he could, but when he saw that space, he quickly turned from thrower to runner, and he's able to pick up a nice gain on first down.
From the 35, here's 2nd and 3.
Buzz. Hey, shift. Whoa.
Now Murray. Got a man downfield. It's Wilson. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. They'll pick up 23 on that one. It's an Arizona first down.
At the 43-yard line.
Go on, hurt. Oh, what? Stop.
The run up the middle, it's Walker. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up 2nd down.
So this team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the second half. You become very one-dimensional, you become very pass-happy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play. I think the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. And sometimes he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. The question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
3rd down and 3. Out of the gun, it's Murray. He'll take a shot here, back to the end zone. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down. Marvin Harrison Jr., the intended target. And now it's 4th down.
And this passing game continues to come up short these last couple plays. That's 2 consecutive incompletions in a row. Now they're staring 4th down right in the face.
A field goal, no gimme from this distance. They'll go on 4th down. Now the Bengals are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll discuss what's to come as 4th down's looming.
Go on.
They'll try and throw for it with Murray. That's taken in. He will have the conversion and more. And he'll take this one in. Trey Benson. Touchdown, Cardinals.
You know, Mike, I think we're going to see a lot of this, and you know why? It's the new kickoff rule. So think about it. In the old days, you'd kick a field goal, you'd kick a touchback, and your opponent would have the ball on the 20. You didn't give up as much field position, but you only got 3 points. Nowadays, you go for 3 points and you kick a touchback. They get the ball on the 35. It's almost 30 yards of field position. You're just better off going for touchdowns when you get in here tight.
Here's Carlson now. He'll kick this one off, following the touchdown on the other end. And that one is through the back of the end zone. It is a touchback.
Their own 35-yard line.
On one, ready?
From the 35, it's 1st and 10.
11 MT, 11 MT.
They go play action for Burrow. He'll air one out for Higgins. And Marlon Humphrey is there, and he picks it off.
Well, with this guy might lose a little bit, Mike, as he gets long in the tooth. He certainly makes up for it in experience. You're not going to be able to do a lot of things to trick him on the back end. He reads this play right from the jump, makes a great break on the ball, and if that ball hits his hands more times than not, it's going to be a takeaway.
Start out with a run, and it's Benson. And he'll work this out to the 23. Jamar Stewart, they're on the stop.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Here's 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, it's Murray. A throw left side, taken in by Wilson. And he'll be brought down up around the 38-yard line. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Now it's Murray. He'll get this complete to Walker. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. 19 more on that one, and another first down.
Cardinals first down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Hey, hold. Big Ace, Big Ace. 2-2.
Murray now. He gets that to his big target, Trey McDowell. Give him 10 more on that one. Just enough for another first down.
That last completion's going to go a long way towards at least finishing this 2-minute drive, Mike, with some points. You're already in field goal range, so now the idea is continue to work the clock down, take a couple shots at the end zone. You want to get points, ideally a touchdown, but either way, you...
Kenneth Walker! And he will get into the end zone! Kenneth Walker! Touchdown, Arizona! That's his 2nd touchdown so far here in the first half. What a standout performance early on in this one. That his 2nd rushing touchdown of the game.
And some backs, Mike, they just have a sense of finding the end zone and being able to finish off these runs. That's exactly what this guy has been able to do today, and we're just getting started.
So back to level after the touchdown. Time for the kickoff.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
On one, ready? Gun, gun.
They'll begin here on the ground. A nice pickup, moving it across the 40. We'll give them 6 on that play.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
All right, ready? 2nd down, they need 3.
Here we go.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. That one taken in by T. Higgins. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line. It's a gain of 10 yards. And the Bengals going to have a first down.
48-yard line.
Get set. Don.
On the ground, it's Brown. Good physical run. It'll wind up as a gain of 5. Now timeout Cincinnati. That's their 2nd. As the clock stops, 50 seconds to play until halftime. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5.
Don. 180. Nice hot. Don.
Now, Burrow. Rush comes. They're setting up the screen. He is knocked down hard. Wow, they stopped him in his tracks, but he does have enough to pick up the first down.
First down, Cincinnati.
Here we go. 180. Stop.
Working out of the gun, Burrow. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
Second and 10.
Here we go. Here we go.
Higgins sent in motion.
180.
2nd down. Burrow. Catch left side is made by Higgins. His 2nd grab on this drive. Good for 11 yards, but most importantly, a first down.
There's a reason certain guys, Mike, just always seem to be open. It's really because route running is more art than it is science. How do you manipulate the defense to find open spots or win versus man to create separation and earn the trust of your quarterback?
Got his man at the 6. And he's in! Noah Fant. Touchdown, Bengals. It's his 3rd touchdown catch this year. McPherson now for the PAT. The kick is good, but there are penalty flags down. They might have made contact with the kicker too late.
McPherson, the kickoff for Cincinnati.
They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. Melton now to return. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Who you got?
Now Murray on first down. That's left side, and that's the tight end, McBride. Cards going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout, and they'll have a chance to talk things over after picking up that first down.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
From the gun, it's Murray. He'll fire one deep for Harrison. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half.
They're trying to take the top off the defense, make them feel that vertical threat, and soften everything up. Wasn't a ton of separation downfield, at least not what they would have preferred, and ended up being a wasted down.
Now a 2nd down throw from Murray. Again, working deep downfield. That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered. And that is how this first half will come to an end.
Daniel Carlson set to kick off.
Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. This one is going to sail through the end zone for a touchback.
I'm one, ready? Gun. Da-Heathin.
They'll run here with Brown. Ooh, some hitting going on now. He was rocked right at the line of scrimmage.
And up until this point, this is not something that we've seen a lot of. His running backs had a really nice day. So in this case, this rep goes to the defense.
They'll try again here. Second and 10. Now a give up the middle. This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
He sniffed that one out from the jump. I mean, once he diagnosed and knew where the ball was going, he got there in a hurry, and he put an end to that play really before it ever got started.
Third and long.
Here we go. 180. 180 shot. Stop.
To throw is Burrow. This one intercepted. And he's going to be looking at a short field for the offense after the INT. Chance to tie the game or even take the lead.
Take over first and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Here's a handoff to Walker. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
Defensive coaches preach every day, Mike, swarm to the ball. Get as many hats to the ball carrier as possible. And this is a great reason why. The ball carrier is able to make the first guy miss, but it was the pursuit from the rest of the defense that's able to get him down and keep him to no gain.
We'll keep it on the ground and keep it with Walker. And he's going to be brought down just outside the 10-yard line. Give him a dozen yards on that one and give them first and goal.
Remember this one thing, Mike. It is not how well or how often you run the ball in the NFL. It's when do you run the ball well in the NFL. And I think that's what a lot of these offensive play callers are starting to realize. Can you run the ball well in critical moments of the game? More important than how many gross yards you run for. A loss was definitely not something they had accounted or budgeted for in this spot. And now, I think it really limits. What do you feel comfortable dialing up here on second and goal?
Moved back to the 10. They'll try here on second and goal. Working out of the gun, Murray. That one swung out wide to Walker. And they'll get about 5 yards closer, but now it is third and goal.
A bit of a quick hitter here. And what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
Third and goal. Murray. And he overshot his man. Out of the end zone. That one's incomplete. Trying to get it to Michael Wilson. That side. And now they're faced with a fourth and goal. Working from the shotgun. It's Murray. That is incomplete. The defense coming up big in the red zone. It's a turnover on down.
It's a turnover on down.
These are the situations where, as an offense, you're trying to dial up your best play call to make sure this possession doesn't get wasted. But let's give credit to the defense. Big moment, big fourth down opportunity, and they're able to get...
Look at him go! Inside the 40. Racing to the end zone. And what an effort after the catch. He goes all the way. 95 yards. Touchdown, Cincinnati. 3 touchdowns for him. Numbers 6, 7, and 8 on the season. McPherson, good on the extra point. And the Bengals will extend this third quarter lead. After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. Melton now to return. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Off the play fake. Here's Murray. Oh, wide open receiver. It's Harrison. And he is out of bounds all the way down at the 35-yard line. A big play and a much-needed one as well. An even 40 yards.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Come on. Sit. 2-2.
First down throw for Murray. Got a man downfield. It's Wilson. And he will get into the end zone. Michael Wilson. Touchdown, Cardinals.
Well, it seems this game is kind of getting to the point, Mike, where it's defense optional. I mean, both these teams are really just having their way with their opponent. They're going up and down the field, and after this long touchdown, yes, this is great if you're a fantasy player, but it's not so great if you're a defensive coordinator.
Daniel Carlson set to kick off.
Here's Carlson now. He'll kick this one off following the touchdown on the other end. Showing off the big leg. Didn't want to defend a return, so this ball going to be spotted at the 35-yard line. Play action now. It's Burrow. This one deep downfield for Chase. And he's into the end zone yet again. Jamar Chase. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Make it 4 touchdowns for him on the afternoon. On is McPherson for the extra point. He's got it. And the Bengals are able to extend the lead.
42.
After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. Melton now to return. Get across the 20, mark him at the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
Real quick. They be on that rapid pay the bills. Now I'm finished. Not even a little bit.
2-2.
On play action, Murray in trouble, and down he goes. Jamar Stewart getting in there to drop him. It'll be a loss of 7 to start this drive. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long.
Let's go. 1-1. Let's go.
Straight ahead, it's Walker. And he's bottled up after a gain of a yard.
At the 16-yard line. Brings up third down.
Third and long. Out of the gun, it's Murray. Evans looking free. He's got it. He got a lot of what he needed, but just not enough. The mark is a couple of yards shy of the first down. Here comes fourth down.
Probably took him a little bit longer than they would have preferred, but he finally gets on the board. First catch, first touch. Here as we start the second half.
No movement from the punt team. They'll line up to go for it on fourth down. They'll try and throw for it with Murray. He's got his man complete to Wilson. And he will have the first down. Needing to make something happen, trailing here in the third quarter. They convert on fourth down.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Murray. He'll get this complete to Walker. And he's out of bounds inside the 45-yard line. A 19-yard pickup there. It's good for a Cardinals first down.
And what really stands out about this drive is the ability of the quarterback to really spread the ball around to multiple targets and put so much pressure on the defense, deciding who do they want to account for, because no matter who they try to take away, the quarterback's doing a nice job of finding the open man.
So, no shortage of offense in this one as we end the third. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Here's first and 10. Walker now gets us going here in the fourth quarter. And he'll be taken down at the 25-yard line. Give them 17 more, and they are on a roll. Another first down.
Like the old adage, you run to set up the pass. This modern offense nowadays, we're starting to see that flipped upside down on its head. Typically, the success of the passing game is what allows teams to have success like this in the run game.
Murray now to throw on first down. This one is brought in by Jarrett. He's going to be marked down at the 12-yard line. Just his first catch. They have held him in check so far, but that one gives him a first down. Down at the 12. It's first and 10. Shotgun run now with Walker. And the Cardinals are going to be set up first and goal. Couldn't reach the plane, but they'll have it at the 1-yard line.
What a great run down here inside the red zone, Mike. It's so important that you still can run the ball. Great job here by the back. I thought for a minute he was going to score. He gets it all the way down inside the 1, and I wouldn't be surprised if they let him finish this drive off.
Walker. No, he's not going to get in. In fact, they've shoved him backwards.
You can see the running back. He's waiting patiently for that cutback lane to open, and it just never did. Great job by the defense, continuing to string that play out sideways, and they're able to take him down for a loss.
Now back at the 4 for second and goal. Throwing Murray. Good look there defensively. Knocked it away, and that pass falls incomplete.
If you want to be a top-notch NFL DB, of course, yes, the athleticism is a given. But it's really, you have to be instinctive. The instincts are what allow you to maximize those physical skills, and you saw them on full display right here, leading in the big-time breakup.
2 plays at their disposal, but they'd love to get it right here on 3rd and goal. Benson will take this one in. It's a Cardinal touchdown. Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance, but can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make this one interesting?
Carlson now for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Cardinals will cut the deficit to 7.
Bengals 42, Cardinals 35.
So, things a little more interesting now. Back to a 1-score game as they kick it away. And that one is through the back of the end zone. It is a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
On 1, ready? Here we go.
Running from the pistol, it's Brown. A nice pickup, moving it across the 40. We'll give him 6 on that play.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
From the 41, here's 2nd down and 4.
Here we go.
The tight end fast in motion. And he'll be close to a 1st down. A gain of a couple as they mark him just short.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the 1st down marker. They're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
On 2.
This crowd into it now as we get to 3rd down. Now, this looks like a design run. He will not be able to get to the edge. They shut him down. Taken down behind the line. And it's 4th down. On 4th down, they'll turn to Ryan Stonehouse here to punt as they try to play the field position game here, protecting a 4th quarter lead. No chance to turn upfield. He's forced out of bounds after a very short return.
19-yard line.
This drive starts on the ground with Walker. And he's got this up close to the 35-yard line. About 15 yards to kick off the drive. It's a 1st down.
Nice job by them getting the back to the perimeter. Then he's able to get outside, stick his foot in the ground, and then get vertical. Right down the numbers. Those are the type of runs this offense wants to see more of going forward.
Once again, it's Walker. And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down.
3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7. At the 37-yard
Here is 2nd and 7. That's caught over the middle. It's Wilson. And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
Go on.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts left. It's 1st and 10. Now Walker. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. That's 13 more on that play. And quickly, another 1st down.
And we're starting to see the fruits of their labor paying off here. I mean, they've used this run game to throw a bunch of body blows throughout the entire contest. And while some of the carries didn't result in much at the time, it's clear they're starting to take its toll on this defense.
They go with Walker. And that's good run support on the edge. Nice tackle out wide. It'll hold them to a gain of 2.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
They'll come up now for 2nd down.
Omaha.
They'll drop to throw. He tosses over the middle. This one is caught. And it's a touchdown. They have gotten to within 1. And a 2-point conversion can give them the lead here in the final minute.
Really nice job there by the receiver, understanding what to do after you secure the catch and the ability to target him in the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. If you can hit them in stride and be accurate with the ball, there is a lot of green grass to pick up yards after the catch, and he's able to take this one all the way into the end zone for 6.
Daniel Carlson.
We are in the final minute of what is now a tie game as we are set for the kickoff. This one is going to sail through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
This is 1st and 10.
Gun.
Throwing is Burrow. A whole lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete. He was trying to get it to Jamar Chase, and that will lead to a 2nd down.
On 2. Is this set?
Working out of the gun, Burrow. Pass right side, and Higgins has the catch. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. Now the Bengals are going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in this one.
On 1, ready?
Final minute, still 2 timeouts remaining as we get to 1st and 10. To throw is Burrow. They'll try to set up the screen here. This one going to be sniffed out, blown up in the backfield.
Well, the best screen plays, of course, you want the offensive lineman out in front of the running back. They act as his escort, his lead blockers. But what you can't afford is for the defenders to be in the backfield and get to the running back, because those offensive linemen, they can't help him at all.
Now, on 2nd and long.
Here we go.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. There's Fant open right side. And he's going to get out of bounds with the 1st down. Ideal circumstance there. They get the 1st down and preserve that final timeout.
And this game certainly looks a lot different now after that completion. I mean, to pick up that many yards in the 2-minute drill, everybody in the huddle can just take a deep breath. All they need is a field goal. So right now, you're on the clock, possess the ball, send out your kicker to see if he can win it. A great pass rush is like a closer in baseball. When you bring them into the game, it's all but over. That's exactly the case here. It doesn't result necessarily in a sack, but it was the hit that altered the throw just enough to end that play before it started.
Here's 2nd down.
Here we go.
Brown. And he's taken down, and now they can take this all the way down, call the timeout, and set up the game-winning field goal try. Big play here. Crowd on their feet for 3rd and 4. They'll run here. And he's taken down, and now they can take this all the way down, call the timeout, and set up the game-winning field goal try.
For the Bengals field goal. A 36-yard attempt.
This kick is good. And that very likely will be a game winner.
42.
And that's just got to be a great feeling over on that sideline, Mike. I mean, an excellent job by this offense to give yourself a chance to win it. And then this kick. I mean, what's left to be said? It was never in doubt, and it's going to lead this team to a victory.
He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25.
24-yard line.
To a whole nother level. Don't know no better. When I got rich, got bro coming slow, 6 racks on a sweater. Think I'm cheating, I'm just chilling with the fellas. Grandma always told me never trust us. Spit 60 racks on a camouflage bells. Diamonds on me, I'm a blue devil. Twin, don't hustle and grill. I'm nothing like them, I put paper over pleasure. I used to want to M, now I got self. If it's about money, then you know it's whatever. If it's about money, then you know.
And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go on the clock.
Just like a record, I'm addicted to dope. This is gonna work.
Here's 1st and 10. He'll look middle and finds McBride as tight end. So this one a win for the visiting Bengals. And it is their 3rd consecutive victory. They continue to play great football here in this latest stretch. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to EA Sports.